Good morning.
Hi, Harvey. Okay, so we know TSWBAT stands for
The student will be able to.
the student will be able to.
And that is never true.
So these are remediation notes, so just keep these together in your notebook. And today we're going to start, probably won't finish, and we'll do this maybe once a week, exponential and logarithmic functions, because this is stuff we didn't get to last year. If we did, we don't remember it anyways, so.
Yeah.
Good morning. Calculus.
Does anybody know what's for lunch today?
No, the last lunch calendar was from March.
March, I know, I'm so ready for them to update that.
So I could write on the board.
But I'm scared to, ask anybody to update that because everybody's like, COVID, it's like, okay. I'm not going to add any more pressure on anybody. I know I don't need any more.
You could add some more pressure on them.
No, without getting yelled at.
Snap.
No. Okay, here we go. So we're going to describe the relationship between f of x equals 4 to the x, which that's an exponential function, right? Because the exponent is an x. And g of x equals log base 4 of x. Obviously, that's a logarithmic function because that has a log in it. So, can you just look at those and tell me how one relates to the other? They both have a 4, okay, and an x, okay. I like it.
So good at this.
What I did was I used to call this like the circle method when I taught it in Algebra 2, and if I got to teach y'all in pre-cal, if we had gotten to that. So what it is you start with this 4 on the log, and you raise it to, the power, and then it equals whatever this is. So really these two are related in that one undoes the other. They're inverses. Inverses of each other. And we'll see that, I believe, when we go to graph these. Okay, so let's look at the graph. If we start with f of x was 4 to the x. So 4 to the first would be 4, right? Uh, 4 squared would be 16, so it's going to be going way high. What's 4 to the negative 1?
No.
It's 1/4.
1/4. Remember you had to flip it and put that on the bottom? Yeah. Or fractions, yeah. So 1/4. And they keep getting smaller and smaller. So it's going to have, what's that word when it's approaching a line but it never actually reaches? Asymptote. So this, oops.
I can't speak English anyways.
I'm so out of practice with this pen. This will kind of pretend that it's a fluid. There we go. It'll kind of look like that. So log base 4 to the x. So log base 4 of x. Again, I'm calling this the circle method. That is a 4, looks like a 7, sorry. So that's 4 to the y equals x. So we're plugging in y's. So if y is 1, what's x?
4.
4. Four, 1. If y is, say, 0.
1.
Yeah, remember anything to the 0 power is 1. So that's 1, 0. Let's do a fraction. Let's do
-1.
1/2. 4 to the 1/2. Ooh, no, let's see. Yeah. Well, yeah. What's 4 to the 1/2? This is a great review. 2. How'd you get that? It's not half of 4. Square root. Yeah. Oh, well, you didn't really. So that's in there. Now let's do some negatives like you were trying to get me to do. I just wanted to throw that in there. Let's do a -1. So 4 to the -1. 1/4. So it's also going to have an asymptote. It's just going to be the y-axis. Notice how they're inverses of each other. Can you remember how to look at a graph and tell if they're inverses? They're what, huh?
She said vertical.
Yeah, basically along this diagonal. Can you see that? Yeah. Which is the y equals x line. If you fold it, they'll land on top of each other. Now, I know I'm not going into serious depth with this. I just want you to know how these relate to each other. That they're inverses of each other. That you're basically going from a log. You can go from a log to an exponential by doing what I call the circle method. And we'll do, I believe, more of those shortly. Oops. How are we doing? Everybody okay? Nobody wants to cry? Who wants to cry? Ashley, don't cry.
Why are you trying to cry? You cried yesterday.
No crying.
I cried all day yesterday. I thought I was going to die.
Why?
I don't like storms.
Oh, okay.
And I thought I was literally going to die. And then my power went out, and I was like,
Yeah.
my mom wouldn't let me go to the basement. She said, you're being insane. Like, we're under a tornado, and the sirens are going to